What happens when a small-town Canadian boy with a golden voice becomes one of the most famous people on the planet overnight? What's the real cost of private jets, million-dollar mansions, and having your every wish granted before you're even old enough to vote? Today, we're talking about the dark side of Justin Bieber's meteoric rise to fame, a cautionary tale that even the world's biggest pop star wasn't immune to. It's 2007, and a 13-year-old boy from Stratford, Ontario posts some homemade videos of himself singing on YouTube. Fast forward just months later, and that same boy is being whisked away by major record labels, thrust into the spotlight, and transformed into a global phenomenon. Justin Bieber wasn't just famous, he became an empire. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed teen heartthrob had millions of adoring fans, chart-topping hits, and more money than most adults could ever dream of making in their lifetime. By any conventional measure, Justin Bieber had made it. But behind the perfect smile and the catchy pop hooks lurked a reality far darker than anyone could have imagined. By 2012, we started seeing cracks in the perfect facade. The innocent teen idol began transforming before our eyes. His once wholesome image gave way to something far more troubling: public outbursts, confrontations with paparazzi, and increasingly erratic behavior. The world watched as Justin seemed to confirm every suspicion that he was just another entitled celebrity brat. But was that really the whole story? What if the real villain wasn't Justin Bieber, but the suffocating luxury lifestyle that nobody had prepared him for? Imagine never being able to go anywhere without being mobbed. Imagine having cameras pointed at you every second of every day. For Justin, this wasn't imagination, it was his daily reality. The invasiveness reached disturbing levels. At every turn, adults who should have known better crossed boundaries with the young star. James Corden leaned uncomfortably close during an interview, touching Justin's back and face despite clear signs of discomfort. David Letterman physically grabbed at Justin's arm when discussing his tattoos. TV host Leah Remini repeatedly tried to touch his face, despite Justin loudly shouting, "No!" multiple times. And perhaps most disturbingly, Jenny McCarthy physically grabbed and kissed Justin at the American Music Awards, later bragging that she had molested him. These weren't isolated incidents. They were symptoms of a culture that viewed Justin not as a human being, but as public property. As he later reflected, "What if you had it all but nobody to call? Maybe then you'd know me, because I've had everything and no one's listening, and that's just lonely." By 2013, Justin's behavior had shifted from occasional outbursts to a consistent pattern of rebellion. TMZ leaked photos of him holding what appeared to be marijuana. He showed up hours late to concerts, leaving thousands of fans waiting. He lashed out at photographers, was caught on video urinating in a restaurant's cleaning bucket, and participated in illegal street racing. In Colombia, Justin sparked an actual rebellion when police provided him security to spray graffiti in an area where it was banned, all while a local teen had been shot and killed by police for the same offense just 2 years earlier. The incident led to protests involving hundreds of artists across multiple Colombian cities. The most troubling incidents included spitting on fans from a hotel balcony, vandalizing his neighbor's house with eggs, and the emergence of videos showing a 15-year-old Justin using racial slurs. His reputation plummeted to the point where he was reportedly voted as one of the 5 most hated people in America, alongside O.J. Simpson. January 2014 marked what many consider the lowest point in Justin's public life. He was arrested in Miami for drag racing while under the influence of alcohol, marijuana, and Xanax. His mugshot, showing him smiling, was plastered across every media outlet in the world. The public reaction was brutal. More than 270,000 people signed a White House petition demanding his deportation from the United States. But behind that smiling mugshot was a young man in crisis, one who had been given everything except the tools to handle it all. What the public didn't see was how bad things had actually gotten. Justin later revealed, "There was a time where I was sipping lean, popping pills, doing Molly, shrooms, everything. It was just an escape for me." His drug use had become so severe that security staff would check his pulse throughout the night because they feared he might die in his sleep. He was captured on video buying drugs in dangerous neighborhoods of Los Angeles, putting his life at risk. An inside source revealed that Justin once confided, "I'm hated by everyone. I'm under so much pressure. I just don't know what to do." The luxury life that people envied had become a golden cage. As Justin himself would later describe it, "Everybody knows my name now, but something about it still feels strange, like looking in the mirror, trying to steady yourself, and seeing somebody else." Justin's tragedy deepened through parental neglect. His absent father, Jeremy, reappeared only after fame, becoming a negative influence. His once close relationship with mother Patty collapsed amid rumors of a parent contract exploiting his success. By his 20s, Justin felt utterly alone, surrounded by people wanting only his money and fame. Justin faced crushing expectations, labeled a once-in-a-generation superstar by Variety. What teenager could meet such standards? Initially adored for mere smiles and hair flips, the public later delighted in his downfall. Normal teenage mistakes became global scandals, all while he was just trying to discover his identity like any other young person. Around his 22nd birthday, something began to change in Justin. At his birthday party, he shared a glimpse of newfound wisdom. "My life has changed drastically within the past 2 years, and not because people have changed. It's because I've chosen to change. In this life, we're only the person that you want to be. It's not up to these people." Justin began approaching life differently. Instead of running over paparazzi with his car, he started treating them like human beings. When he lashed out at one photographer but quickly realized his mistake, he immediately apologized. "Hey, sorry for saying that. I was in a bad mood." These small moments of humanity and humility started to reshape public perception. Justin no longer walked around with a massive security team, making himself more approachable and breaking down the untouchable facade he had built. He developed an almost spiritual approach to interactions, often catching people off guard with philosophical responses rather than rehearsed PR statements. Justin's 2018 marriage to Hailey marked a turning point. Unlike his volatile relationship with Selena Gomez, Hailey provided stability, helping him privately without seeking public validation. Yet Justin understood marriage alone couldn't heal his trauma. His 2020 songs Lonely and Anyone continued exploring these wounds. When discussing Billie Eilish, another young star, Justin tearfully admitted, "I just want to protect her. I don't want her to go through anything I went through," revealing he truly understood fame's devastating cost. As he expressed, "Everybody knows my past now. Like my house was always made of glass. Maybe that's the price you pay for money and fame at an early age." The luxury that seemed desirable nearly destroyed him. Private jets and mansions couldn't replace genuine human connection. At 29, Justin isn't perfect. Glimpses of entitlement occasionally surface, and his paparazzi issues haven't completely vanished. But his public missteps have significantly decreased. Justin's journey challenges us. Is any amount of fame worth such psychological damage? Are child stars living dreams or beginning nightmares? His story reminds us that behind every glamorous facade are real humans facing real struggles. As Justin concluded, "No money or fame is worth whatever I had to endure." The luxury life that seemingly gave Justin everything nearly took everything instead. His recovery demonstrates that our greatest desires often carry unexpected, devastating costs.